I'm going to try to... We're just kind of doing general trading cards today, but I'm focusing a little bit more on Magic. I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. I wanted to showcase... I'm going to put this the other way around so the shadow does not hit it. But I wanted to review a couple of products, just kind of like taking a look at it. We're also doing kind of a stress test to see what our YouTube stuff looks like in addition to going on Twitch like I normally do. And I will use this opportunity as a reminder that that we are going to be jumping on later on tonight as well. Okay, so the quality looks pretty good for the simulcast. Nice. So yeah, so we're just going to kind of let it rip. As always, we'll have more painting stuff coming up tonight. And I'm going to try to just do a show where we're on both. We're going to start doing the TCG stuff mostly on Twitch. Mostly on YouTube. But if it's definitely at a time that, oh geez, here we go. I'm going to start wrecking the world. All right, my computer is freaking out a little bit, which is what I was hoping, well, not hoping would happen, but it's part of why I'm doing the stress test. I should be able to see the comments for both in my one window. So I'm sorry that the window just got like weird. And I'm stumbling a little bit today. I do apologize through this. That's going to be muted. All right, you probably just heard me doubling up on the audio. Sorry about that. Hey, how's it going, biker? All right, so this is just all TCG for right now. Like I said, because the Pokemon League is going to start soon, we're going to do more TCG stuff, but I'm going to make sure I'm always labeled as that, and I'm going to put it probably in the rotation as a schedule, but I don't see why we can't go on both channels, but I'm going to really keep the TCG out of the painting. We're not going to do them at the same time anymore. Anyway, and like I said, for the YouTube folks, hello, welcome. I uploaded. Oh, no problem. It's okay. So what I wanted to do was I actually wanted to review two products today. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this deck box company, which is a new deck box that I picked up. But we're also going to rip open some Innistrad Remastered Collector's Packs. Now, it's funny. I talk all the time about how I did a reemergence. That's what I was trying to say, the word I was looking for. I did a reemergence into Magic. I played Magic since it came out way back in the day, and then took a break and didn't play for a lot of years, and then I kind of came back into Magic. And funny enough, Innistrad was one of the sets that I really came into, doing drafts, doing all kinds of stuff. So it's interesting that it's come a full circle now, and this is like a remastered set, and they're now they're doing this where they're remastering sets. I don't really want to go down the rabbit hole of getting a lot of these packs, but if I'm going to buy any packs and treat myself to something, I'm going to try to do the collectors. I am a little annoyed that most stores are doing a higher price for these collector packs. I mean, it's expected, right? It happens with... Now that I'm back into Pokemon, it's happening a lot with Pokemon. It happens with Magic as well. I will say not as much with Magic. I feel like it's rarer to hear that people are upselling Magic besides Commander decks and the collector packs maybe. But I feel like Magic, being an older game, has kind of gotten the supply chain stuff pretty right. So I feel like I don't run into the same problems. But, I mean, you guys can tell me what your local situation's like. But definitely for Commander decks, I think there's still an inequality with, if there's a good pull in that deck or the deck is just a little bit better. I'm very curious, guys, while you are watching, to help me out. Let me know how the Twitch feed looks. Does it feel good? Does the video feel good? Does the audio feel good? And then if you happen to be on YouTube watching us as well, tell me what that's like. I feel like there's more of a delay on YouTube, but that's just me. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna let it rip. If I don't get to your comment on one platform, I am truly sorry. I'm gonna try my best to look at both. The YouTube stuff is a little bit newer to me, so I might stumble a little bit more with that. But I don't see anybody really kind of jumping in there, so. All right, sorry. I'm like trying to see YouTube Studio. Is that where I want to go? There we go, dashboard. Okay, oh, it looks like my other videos went up. All right. Content, all right, no. So this is like my actual dashboard. All right, sorry guys. I'm going to jump back in. People are like, you're not opening anything. What are you talking about? I'm also going to use this time to talk a little bit about some decks that I'm building. I thought that'd be kind of fun to do. There we go, live. Does that help? And then if I jump into that. Okay, so that just lets me change the details of that. Hold on one sec, guys. There we go. Let's see if it lets me do it now. All right, so that's really weird that it doesn't let you do. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the YouTube interface is like not. It's not as robust as I would think it is. And you definitely don't have a creator dashboard. Okay. Sorry. All right. I think I relabeled the video there. It's really weird how my software doesn't let me label the video properly, so I had to relabel it in YouTube, which is kind of a drag. All right, so let's see what happens. All right. Let me break this window out. All right, just so I can have both chats layered. All right, there we go. Now I can see every chat, everything's going on. Perfect. All right, so let's take a look at this wonderful remastered set. So I did pay about $37 a pack for these. I'm not happy about that, but obviously collector's packs, you get a lot more hits in them. Like I said, I am not going far down the rabbit hole because I already have so much Innistrad. I have the original Innistrad, which some people might say is better than the remastered because you obviously have them in the old like border cards, things like that. It was still kind of a traditional Magic card. So it's kind of up to you if you like the more art or not. So let's do it. 15 cards. Obviously the big pulls here they're looking for in these packs are actually before we open the packs, let's talk about the deck lines. Sorry, I kind of teased you guys. I was wrong. All right, so let's talk about this deck box. So this is Squire Plus 100 card extra large convertible deck box. Now I have already opened the box. This is by Game Genic Supplies. I actually have bought other things from them, which my card, which actually. Guys, I swear that I do this professionally, and I never set anything up. I just keep doing things on the fly here. I really do. I swear I'm a professional Twitch person, and I still don't do it right. But yeah, let's if I'm doing a card video, I mean, I probably should have a game mat down, right? And it just so happens, and I'm going to say that I've done tireless efforts. If you go to our About section of our page, what's up, Bobby? How are you? I'm going to see you very shortly. I'm getting all my stuff. Oh my God, I got models. We're doing just trading cards right now. And then I'm going to come back for some other hobby stuff later. But I was going to say, I'm going to do a little pull out shot. So, if you guys take a look at the About page, I have links to both merch shops now. So both for our like hats and shirt merch. And then I haven't put these live yet, but we're going to start selling some specific designs. But I also have the ability to do custom playmats with commissioned art from myself. So I did this art. And this is my Christmas playmat. I'm going to be bringing some of these playmats when I do Pokemon League and other stuff, and obviously when I do MTG, I'm going to be working on actually 3 new playmats. One that's kind of Warhammer-ish inspired, one that's going to be Pokemon inspired, and I'm going to be doing a Magic inspired one. So, but I got to rethink the Magic one. I had some ideas, but I'm going to kind of do something different. So we'll do a little Jack Skellington for right now. and I'll be rocking this mat. But let's take a look at this deck box. So, like I said, I already took the deck box out, so I took it out of the box. But let me get that box back. Now that I have everything out, so let me just zoom in so we're ready for the cards. But yeah, so oh, nice. So yeah, so I was gonna say Squire Plus. Some of you might be familiar with these guys. I hadn't seen them. Game Genetic is like a new company that's been trying to do like cases and other stuff. And I think they're pretty cool. At least their products look cool. Their packaging looks cool. Their products look cool. Their pricing is pretty cool too. It's actually pretty affordable. And it says a True Revolution, a UV protection case included for Commander cards. Obviously, this is geared towards a Commander player. But I mean, you could really use it for any deck, and you could just put one of your favorite cards in the protector if you wanted to, or actually could work for a lot of games like One Piece because you not one. Wait, I'm sorry. Yes, One Piece because you have a leader card. Dragon Ball Super because you have a leader card. See, it's kind of a similar concept that you have a singular card that's going to be your like your leader of the deck. I don't know if Union Arena does the leader concept in their game, but it might work for that. But you can see it also has like a converting, and I kind of like that it has a completely removable cover. So what they mean by that, and I'll show a little bit of the deck right now. But so it's 100 double-sleeved cards. Customize the top card fully visible from the outside. So like I said, it could be your top card. It could be anything else if you wanted. It's got like different ways that the magnetic part can be because it's all magnetic. Well, we're gonna play with it in a minute, but it's interesting that it's like designed to be like tilted and other stuff. So I'm like, we're gonna test out some of that stuff now. But just like a very unique card idea. I like the commander slot. I know they do also deck box. They do bulk boxes that you can slip, which I think is really cool. Because you can do like your collection and have like a card that represents what's in that slot if you're doing it a certain way by rarity or by color or by other things. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm intrigued by these guys. I think I'm going to be getting some more of their stuff for other things. I did get one of their things to protect my playmat. I'm going to see what else they have on their website. I got to take a look. I urge you guys to take a look too. But let's test it out. So here is the deck box, and you can see I actually am setting it up for my new Commander Dragon deck. I'm not done yet, nowhere near done. We're going to talk a little bit about my strategy with the deck in a minute. But I like that there is the top. So this is the UV protected like top loader. I have it. If you do a perfect fit sleeve, it actually fits in the perfect fit in there, which I think is awesome because then that means you have the UV protected plastic, and then you also have plastic on it. And then this is what they were boasting about with the removable cover, which means you can also mix and match their covers. They were saying that you could even go... I don't know what they were saying. I mean, okay, so this is not designed to do that. So I think it's the fact that you could just remove it and use... No, I happened to go to a different game store. I was out and about. So I like this. So I'll tell you why. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that doesn't... Okay, so that's the slot. So that's really cool. That works really well. The magnetic latch is really good. Yeah, because then you can just pull the deck out. That actually is really nice. I don't believe UR is selling these. They might have though, because they got a bunch of new stuff. They might actually have started to carry these. I hope they do. I actually am going to talk to them because I think they should. But oh, you can even do that too. I like this because it gives like weight and footing to your deck. I mean, not that your deck box is going to go anywhere, but I actually think these are pretty cool. I think that's very cool. I like the ability to take the deck out. And then obviously your top loader is right there. Top loader, you're UV protected and it slides right in. So you can have it out for your commander, you know, to have him out on the field, and you can obviously put your commander down. And again, it's double sleeted. I think one thing I will just say about these cases that I'm half a fan of, half not a fan of, is that is definitely like foam in there. So it's just cut enough for this to slide, but it's like rubber or foam in there. So the only wear and tear, like if you take this in and out a lot, I could see that maybe getting to you or getting the best of you. But it's not terrible. And I mean, it's a pretty nice material. It's pretty hard. I mean, the magnets, the latching, and obviously anything magnetic over time, sometimes they get a little wonky, but I really like. I think it's a decent deck box. It's not too bulky. It doesn't add too much to it. Now, curiosity. No magnets in the top. Unlike we saw. So yeah, it's designed to do that like tilt. It'll never go flat. The closest you can get to flat is if you do something like that to keep it. But that's kind of cool. I actually like this because then what you could do is put your spin dial and other stuff underneath. Like kind of while you're playing, you could have your tokens under there. Oh God. All right, guys. If I make a lot of weird faces, I'm looking down actually really hurts. The reason we weren't live last night is I had super migraines, so I was out of commission. I'm not 100% now, but I'm trying to make the best of it and kind of get some stuff done. But and then we'll talk about my dragon deck in a minute, but I will show a little bit more. It's gonna evolve because I'm gonna get some more cards, I'm sure. But I like these decks. So again, this is Genetic. This is a new material, Armory Burr. I don't know what that is, but it's their like patented material, which is kind of interesting. I think the idea is that if it gets punctured, it like takes a hit. Is the idea with it? They also came with a token, so I thought it's kind of cool that they have their own like tokens they make, which is kind of fun. So when you get their different things, it comes with a token inside. That's kind of a weird little touch. I'm going to be making my own trading cards for a couple of things too, like my own custom design things, and I think I'm going to start designing tokens just to have fun. And those will be like some, like maybe like my goal, if I make enough of them and I find a good place to print them, is I'd like to start giving them as like follower gifts. But we're going to see. I got to work that out. Completely removable cover. Clips at the bottom allows mix and match possibilities. Yeah, for the different covers. I actually really like these. Extra thick inner sleeve. I think it's designed very well for what it is. All right, so we did a little review of the product. As I say, if this company's out there, I might actually reach out to this company. I mean, we're not doing as much TCG stuff yet, but when we start doing a little bit more, I might ask them if they have like a sponsorship kind of thing. Oh, look at that. That fits perfect. So I don't know if you guys see in the playmat, but I actually built a spot where it looks like Jack is holding your deck, because I designed this playmat you see underneath. All right, let's go to the big event, which is some collector packs. Let's open them up. Let's see what we get. All right, Innistrad Remastered. Let's see what we can pull, guys. I'm going to tell you, I'm not fully in here. I mean, there's definitely some cards in Innistrad that I wouldn't mind getting alternate art for, but I have so much Innistrad. All right, a nice shiny wolf token. Is this a backwards pack? Yes. So I think we got to go backwards first. Yeah. Blood Petal Celebration. So that actually was from the Crimson Vow or the Jumpstart. I think the Jumpstart packs had this in it, if I'm not mistaken. Angelic Purge. Wow, I do remember this. Dawnheart Disciple. We got Midnight Scavengers. This is another, like... Wait, so there are new cards in this set? I'm so confused. Is it just reprinting Innistrad, or are there new cards also in this set? Faith Unbroken. Oh, I think I got the other half of that card. That's actually kind of crazy. Asylum Visitor. Yeah, this is definitely not Graph Rats. What does that make? What is that thing? It's both. Oh, well then I should have bought a box. All right. Then I will buy more of the regular set. Andrazi Hara. So I would assume this is a new card that I just got. This connected card, because this wasn't in the original Innistrad set. They didn't have connected cards in that set. Oh, good old-fashioned planes. That's kind of cool. Oh, I keep ruining Young Wolf. Okay. Oh. You gain 1 life. Then so this is Chalice of Life. It's about transforming. Set, that's... All right, let's see what we got. I don't know. So, what is this? Blood Mist. There's just a lot of alternative art cards. There's like a lot of alternative border cards in the set. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, target creatures you control gain double strike until end of turn. I'm probably going to put that in my dragon deck. Is that a rare? No, it's an uncommon. Okay. Oh. Bruna the Fading Light. Okay, that's a rare. Legendary creature Angel Hara. Okay, so there's like Hara angels in this set, which is crazy. When you cast a spell, you may return target angel or human creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flying Vigilance. There's another Andrazi Angel Hara in this thing. Okay. It's like wacky. Oh, there we go. Beldam Reviler. Ooh. That's dope, that card. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. Prowess. I think this is... Oh, this is. This is an actual card from Innistrad. This was an old card. This art's a lot better. I will admit that. Okay. We got Lysia, Forgotten Archangel. Legendary creature, Angel, Flying Light. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of your next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Okay. Interesting. Oh, and then we got... Okay, so this... Creatures you control have haste and tap. This creature deals damage. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, I remember this person. That's cool. Spell Queller. So this is like a past magic card or a reprint from the reprint list. Flying Flash. Whenever this creature enters, exile target spell with mana cost 4 or less. When this creature leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owners may cast that card without paying... Wait. When this creature... Okay, so... When this creature enters, exile target spell with... Okay, and then when he leaves the battlefield, the exile card's owners may cast that card without paying... Okay. Nah, that wasn't that great of a pack. I mean, maybe... I'm going to guess maybe the Angels... Maybe one of those Angels is worth money, but I don't think it was the pack of Legends. I don't think that was it. I don't think there was a giant hit in there. I mean, definitely, obviously for the collector packs, the biggest hit. Is this the same situation? I think it is the same situation. Okay, I think we got to go from the back of the pack. Yeah, okay. So, Apothecary Geist. Deranged Assistant. Okay, that was from Innistrad. Abitant Maul. There's Andrazi cards in this set. Yeah, Developer of Secrets. That's from Innistrad. That's literally the same art too. That's unfortunate. That's the same art too. Somber Walled Sage. Oh, that's gonna go on the dragon deck too, possibly. That's, I mean, it's not that good. You really should just play a Llanowar Elf. Demonimal. Yes, I remember this. Equipped creature. Yep, this is from Innistrad. Twin Blade Geist. I remember this card. So now we're hitting more of the like Innistrad cards. Because I was going to say that, and even the lands are the Innistrad lands too. Gather the Townsfolk. That's new art for that card. Aberrant Researcher. That's from Innistrad. Wow, this is like a very Innistrad. This is a bad pack, bro. Oh, man. Galvanic Juggernaut. Artifact Creature Juggernaut. Alright, that's an uncommon. So I'm going to put it over there. Okay, first rare. Vanquish the Horde. This spell costs 1 less for each creature on the battlefield. Destroy all creatures. Not great. What is this? Cryptolith Right. Enchantment creatures you control have... Ooh, that's a good card. And the artwork is really good too. That's a new card. That's not from Innistrad. Yeah, this is not an Innistrad card. That's a new card. That wasn't in the original Innistrad set. What do we got? Talia Heretic Cather. Ooh, I like the artwork on this card. I think this is from Innistrad. First strike, creatures and non-basic lands your opponent controls enter tapped. Ooh, that's a rough card. I like that card. And then we got, ooh. What do we got? Zealous Conscript. Creature, human warrior, haste. When this creature enters, gain control of target permanent until end of turn. Untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn. Alright, that's not that great. It's not a terrible card, but it's not that great. It's playable. It's just not like a big hit, I'm going to guess. Just knowing this set. Alright, well now that I know there are new cards, then I am more inclined to buy the collector packs. Because the reason why I would be more inclined to buy the collector packs is because at least if I buy a collector pack, yeah, so we didn't get any mythics, but we did get, let's just see, full art versus, yeah, we got 3 full art cards. And then it's interesting that they're like doing, it's like a mixture of traditional border cards. Well, yeah, this one, creatures you control have add 1 mana of any color. I would actually play this in the dragon deck. Potentially. Because that'll actually speed that deck up. You'll get dragons so much faster. Because all the support creatures I have, and I might put a little bit of like creating tokens in there, I actually think this might go in that dragon deck. Is my thought. I do like the art on Beldum Reveler. I like that card. I think that's pretty good. That's a lot of fun. It's a good art card. It's an old card. So that's also an Innistrad reprint. I remember him. Or is it that all the full art cards, these guys, are all new cards? And all the bordered cards, which might be the way that this works, are all the bordered cards reprint cards? Because that would make sense to me. I don't know how they're doing the art. Now, obviously, I didn't get any serialized cards. I didn't get any of the showcase, other kinds of cards, which is what people want from the collectors. I don't really like those movie poster cards. I think they kind of look dumb. It's just me. The rest of these cards I care less about. I literally own all of these cards. I bought so much Innistrad. But I guess I have to look through them now because some of them may be newer cards, apparently. I don't know. It's interesting that they're doing these combo cards, too. The Stitch cards. What does this do? Haste, Menace. When this creature enters, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Menace until end of turn. That's not that great. Did I get any? It's just a rare, right? Because that other rare had it. Which is Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Your opponent can't cast spells with mana value 3 or less. That is really good. I don't know what the other thing... What's the other card you need? Does it tell you? Melds with Gisa, the Broken Blade. Okay. That's really cool. Alright, so what this just showed me is we'll be doing more Innistrad openings because I'm going to be buying more Innistrad. I'm going to have to buy collector's packs, which is going to mean that we're not going to do as many of them. Collector's packs are a lot more expensive, but I didn't realize there were new cards in the set. It was kind of given... I was kind of given indication that, like, I really didn't need the cards, but if there are good cards like that, I kind of want those. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to sort of collect this. So I guess we're going to do more openings of this. I'll see. Maybe tonight I'll get a couple of more packs. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys noticed what they did with the artwork, but one has all the rats on it, and one it's the same location. They just put different stuff in the graveyard. That's actually kind of cool. I just caught that. Because it's not connected. It's not a connected art, but it's kind of nifty. I like that. And the fact that I got that foiled, I'll keep that. I know it's probably not worth anything, but... So we're saying that... So what is... Bobby, since you're looking up stuff... Cryptolith, right. How much is that card worth? Or do you know offhand how much that is? Is it at least a $20 hit? That would make me feel a little better. If I got about half my money back, that would make me feel slightly better. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. $10. All right. Yeah. I mean, if we really add up what I got in the pack, I mean, maybe it gets a little closer. I don't know, but... All right, guys. We've been on for, oh, Lord, like 33 minutes. I'm going to try to do a tiny bit more, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. Because my head is starting to pound a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking down a lot, so I don't know. But I will show off a little bit of my Dragon deck, or at least what I'm thinking for this deck. And then I might have a surprise and open a little bit more. But so right now, I'm just going to put in, I have a lot of contenders. I have a lot of like maybes, but so far Dragon wise, this is what I'm kind of looking at. So I'm going to look at red first. I'll show you guys a couple. So these were kind of some of the dragons I was considering in the deck. Actually, I'll do a roundup of this. So, which is funny. It's funny we talk about Innistrad because that's actually from the set after Innistrad. This dragon, which is really funny that we're talking about Innistrad and opening up Innistrad Remastered, which we just opened. But that is from Innistrad, that dragon. But this was the red dragons I was thinking about. The idea of this deck is a lot of like throwing damage around. So there's a lot of like when things attack or when things drop into play, they just do damage, which is kind of what I wanted this deck to be. So whenever Scourge Vulcan or another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of dragons you control. Now, not only do I have... Oh, my camera's doing that thing again. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. All right, so... Too many cards all over the place. Sorry, guys. Just give me a sec. All right, sorry, guys. I got. This is like the never-ending falling channel. We're gonna get the video back up in just a second. My video just decided to knock out. I got to get it back up. Just give me a sec. Oh, why are we not gonna have this work now? Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. All right, sorry. All right, so let's go back in. Okay, so what I was saying was the idea of this deck is to really throw damage around. So it's about getting dragons, of course, quickly. Most of the support cards in their title are also dragons. So hold on one sec. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, so I have, I'm also playing a lot of multicolored because of course dragons, there's a lot of multicolored dragons, but a lot of the D&D dragons from the D&D set, they're going to have less mana cost than the dragons. They're still high mana cost, but they're also dragons in addition to their cost. The only person in the deck so far, and then there's going to be some copies and tokens which are going to happen as well. Because it says whenever another dragon enters the battlefield. So that means that it's going to be every time a dragon comes in. So I'm going to have a lot of things that are going to make or create dragons. Because even a token is entering the battlefield. So entering the battlefield doesn't mean you're casting the dragon. It just means it enters the battlefield. So token generation is going to be a thing. And if you have anything that copies a dragon or copies a token, that would work too. So, so then a lot of these are going to be now part of like triggering. So if you look at this, whenever Scourge enters, so this is a great combo, by the way. It's a little fast for EDH, but I don't mind. Because if you have the shaman out and you have this dragon, you're literally getting a 2/2 dragon. Because he takes away 2 off the casting cost. So if you are able to put him out quickly, you can do it as flying haste, and it's at the beginning of your end step. Remove this. He bounces back to your hand, so you can keep just playing him. And then what this does is, whenever another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of dragons you control. So it's cool because you just get to peg for 2 damage. But then I have stuff or other enchantments that will make that damage higher as well. So it'll actually amplify that damage. So now when you're doing the drops, you're getting hit with bigger swings instead of small swings. And I should put that down for the red too. I said what I'm going to play with red. So the shaman's in there. If you guys don't know who the shaman is, he takes 2 colorless off the cast of any dragon spell. Dragon spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. So Now he becomes a 1-drop. And he's kind of fun because he becomes a 1-drop in your deck. And it's whenever you cast a non-creature or dragon spell, this creature deals 1 damage to an opponent. So if you can get him out, which by the way, that is actually, if I was playing a red mono deck, this would actually work really well. That is a third turn. That's by turn 4. If you have these 2 out and you throw him down and you had something to amplify the damage, which is the last part, he'd have haste. He would do extra damage. You would do direct damage, so you could probably annihilate whatever's in front of you, and then you could go. And then on top of that, I have other enchantments that are going to up the damage of the dragons and up the damage that gets thrown out. So it's kind of a fun, interesting idea. And then you have other dragons like this guy, which I should have my sleeves, because I should sleeve him. Whenever he attacks, he deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of up to 2 other targets. So again, if that amplifies the damage, so there's a lot of like utility in this because you're doing damage in a lot of different ways. Because that was the idea. Basically, I wanted this deck to aggro, bleed, kill a bunch of people so that everybody's just, I could throw damage out from a lot of different people. Now in green, specifically just green, because this is a rainbow deck, because Tiamat is my general. I'm thinking of playing with Earthquake Dragon. I know that it sounds crazy, but it says this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of dragons you control. In a normal deck, I think this card would be horrible, but I think it's really good in Commander because if you have this guy, right? If you have this guy, then if you have the shaman knocks it down to 12. Then any dragon usually is around 5 or 6 mana. Let's say you have another dragon. That's probably another 6 down. So 6, 7, 8. Now, I mean, at best, he costs the amount that a dragon costs. But because everything in the deck has the word dragon, pretty much, chances are you're going to get him out for probably like very little mana. And then that's a 10-10. And you could always bring him back from your graveyard to your hand by sacking a land if you really needed to. So I think that that's a great card for, again, an EDH deck. I think it works really well. So I think it's kind of fun. And he has trample and he's flying. And then if I have things that are going to up the damage of the dragons, which I think I have the enchantment that doubles the on your turn when you attack, it doubles the attack power. That's 20 damage. Now again, the one piece I'm missing in this whole deck is making them indestructible. That is the one thing I have not done in this deck yet, and that's what I have to figure out. But that's all red. That's like green. And then, of course, he helps you find them. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast dragon spells from the top of your library. So this allows you to make sure you can cast some of this stuff. And again, because every card has a dragon symbol on it. Now, these guys, I definitely want to play with them. These are all the dragon, like Dragonborn from the D&D set. I think they're really good cards for this deck. One, whenever the Butcher attacks, double the power of each dragon you control. So again, if you have a situation like that, that becomes a huge thing. And again, you're only going to cast them for 3 mana. That's what's crazy, is that this deck is going to be very utility on mana, which EDH is all about ramp up mana. But I'm gonna throw in green ramp up. And I'm going to throw in a couple of other things. But it's, for the most part, going to be just bowling out a bunch of stuff to build up to have these huge hit and these huge swings. And then this, which I think is amazing, is whenever Heart attacks, it gets +X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among the dragons you control and dragon cards in your graveyard. So that's crazy, because if people remove stuff, that's great. You want to remove all my dragons? Then I can pop him on the field, and then he's doing huge swings. So I think that I've cracked the code a little bit with the dragon deck, and flying whenever you cast an adventure spell or dragon spell. I don't really care about the adventure spells. I might look at them, but I'm not going to use them in the deck. Deals damage equal to the spell's mana cost to any target that isn't a commander. So again, you can see how we're doing a lot of bounce damage, right? It's a lot of damage. There's so, like, basically, if I get this right, and Tiamat is a big part of that, because you can go search for all these dragons. If I have the utility correct, again, the part that I have to get in the deck now is I have to get them to be protected, because right now they're not really protected well. Honorable mentions of people I might play in the deck. This is where I'm still figuring things out. I'm pretty sure this is a core. I was thinking of playing with this Elder. I don't think I'm going to. I like that when he dies, he distributes counters, so that could help as just something to deal with on the field, and then with all the like buffing and double. So this is where it's going to do a little bit. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Again, Niz I might play with. I'm not sure. Gluttonous Hellkite I'm thinking of playing with. Definitely going to play with this guy. He makes dragons. Definitely going to play with Vesuvian because it makes copies. This is that enchantment I was talking about, and so forth. I have a couple of planeswalkers and ideas with this, but this is all stuff I'm still thinking about in the deck. Then I have a big giant pile of other stuff I'm thinking about. But guys, this was just a short video. Our first test of everything at once. I wasn't going to go too long because my head is still pounding, especially as I look down the entire time at the cards. That's actually the part where it hurts the most. But like I said, guys, this was just a test to sort of do stress tests to see what quality we get on YouTube and Twitch for the occasions that I might want to do this. But any card content moving forward is going to be on the YouTube channel. It will no longer be on Twitch. So if you guys want to see us open up more Innistrad Remastered, or you want to see any more of the openings of any other card game related stuff, that's all going to be on YouTube. But I wanted to see what quality we get, and just in general play with the YouTube live just play with YouTube live stuff and see what that mechanics were like. I'm not really a fan of the YouTube live stuff. So I think maybe the pre-cut format's going to work better. But it seemed to hold. I mean, besides the camera being weird once. So if I want to do both things, it works. But yeah, and on Twitch, if you want to follow for the card content, just know that on Twitch, it's really not going to be card content. So if you like cards and you're watching on Twitch, it's going to be... I'm going to completely steer us back to art and model stuff. So tonight we'll be playing, I think, 40K or Kill Team on the store. I don't know if I'm going to bring my painting stuff to the store. I will try to paint later tonight as well. Reminder for the folks that usually watch us for model stuff. I rescheduled the member-only stream for the following weekend, which means I will do 2 member painting streams in February to make up for the fact that I didn't do the one in January. I really do apologize to everybody who was watching. I like literally, you can probably see it in my eyes. It's like hard for me to keep my eyes open. I literally had to sit in a room in the dark. It was a really, really bad migraine. And I felt really nauseous. So I really, really apologize to everybody. So Eddie, I'm sorry. Anyone else that was watching, or looking, I know like Emo was looking probably to stop by, or maybe Eddie, I know definitely wanted to stop by. So I really do apologize. It sucks. I tried. I went out with my family, and I was sick the entire day. It was like really, really hard to get through the entire day. And I just came back home and just had to sit in total darkness. Like right now, even this is bothering me. So I don't even know if I'm going to make it to my local store. I know some people were on asking. So do apologize. But thank you. Eddie, I don't know if you're still in the stream. I'm sure you are. But I wanted to say, you guys should notice now that all our links are proper and correct on our About page. I tried to work this morning, although looking at the screen was not fun, to make sure all of our links are up correctly. Our merch link is more prominent. I actually reworked my website as well, so everything is on there. So no matter where you go, you should be seeing all those links. I just made sure we connected everything. I worked on our Amazon wish list. I tried to put a bunch of stuff on there to better curate it. So, any suggestions that anybody has, please feel free to message me on the Discord, or message me on, through Twitch. I'm always open to suggestions, and I just thank you guys all for putting up with it and having those suggestions. But yeah, and if you like this content, if you think that it was fun, let me know. But like I said, card content, it's going to YouTube. So I'll be figuring out what day. I'm only going to do like one day a week where I and I'm not going to take away the evening. So I'm going to add it in as an additional thing. So, but I'm not going to take away any of our, hobby and painting content days, because I'm not trying to turn us into a card channel. Eddie, again, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry I dropped out of last night. I actually, funny enough, I told you guys the wrong day. I did have it scheduled for Sunday. So, which is funny. But moving forward, I will make sure the member streams are on Saturday. So I do apologize for that. Oh, man. My head is like ringing. But yeah. I don't know. Hopefully Eddie likes what I put on the wish list. I know he was disappointed with what I had on there before. Hopefully he likes that better. I'm trying. Oh, man. Okay, Eddie's not saying anything. I think he's mad at me. Well, I mean, I know he's mad at me. But I think he's really mad at me. Nah, he might be doing other stuff. I do like his hobby painting setup. I'm jealous of it. I said that on the Discord. I think these cases are really cool. I really do like these cases. If anything, I think the case is very cool. It's designed well. For a new company that hasn't been making cases for that long, I actually do like these cases. I might. Are you on the like chat? Like the live chat? Because I might come in after I'm done with this. I might chat with you guys while I'm driving. So I can come and say hey. Oh god. Oh, I was gonna try. I did start to try to contribute and say things on the Discord. Let me see. What's your take, Eddie? Do you like this artwork of this dragon? He's gonna hate the artwork. I know him. Although it's kind of epic. I don't think it's the best artwork. for a 5-headed dragon that's supposed to be mythical, I don't know if it really does Tiamat justice. Yeah, I went with this artwork. I went with this one. The other art, there's one other variation of this card, which is a lot more money. I wasn't going to get that one. This one is at least affordable, but I thought the artwork was better. As he is called, a dragon god. But, all right. Well, Eddie, thank you. So, Eddie, are you good for next weekend? You don't watch you're in England, so do you watch like the American football? Are you in a Super Bowl Sunday kind of guy? I mean, not that that's going to affect anything because we're going to do it on Saturday, but. Oh, that's right. He does love the NFL. He said that to me. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not. I'm not doing my stream on Sunday, so meaning I'm not doing the member stream on Sunday. So next Saturday I rescheduled it, and like I said, I'll do 2 in February because it was my fault. But my man, I was like laying on my couch in the dark. It was so bad. Like you could probably see it in my eyes. You probably think I'm squinting as I'm trying to read something. It's literally when I turn my head, it's like someone is pounding in my head. It's really, really bad. And because I have to turn lights on for this, it screws me up. So my head is not doing okay. So I do apologize. But I know Eddie. I know Eddie's just giving me junk. All right, guys, we're gonna close up shop for this video. We were on for about an hour. That's pretty good. Like I said, if you want more card content, please make sure that you're following us on YouTube. I put up my our launch day for Prismatic. I put those videos up. I'm gonna try to put some more videos up. There might be some local like card openings, definitely some events, but you'll only see it if you go to YouTube. For like I said, for maybe a couple of them, I'll do like Simo like this, just so everybody's aware. And then after that, no more on Twitch, no more cards. So please go over there and check it out. And then I'm gonna try to, if I can, I'm gonna start doing more content that's like edited content. But I have to start playing around and seeing what I want to do format-wise. But we'll start doing some of those things as well. I lied. I'm going to put this up. And again, reminder, we're going to have some more playmats. Right now, I do have the ability for you guys to order a custom playmat, and you can get a commission of work that you want to have on a playmat. They make great large mouse pads as well. So if you're somebody who's like, I don't necessarily play cards, I just collect them and put them in binders. Well, they work real well as giant mouse pads. Sorry, I gotta put these 2 in the same box so you guys can come for the ride. That's the Christmas one I did, and then this is kind of the one I'm gonna main more. But I'm gonna be working on 3 more of them that I will actually sell them as designs. But these are all original artwork by me. I'm a huge Haunted Mansion fan. So. But you can find a link to that on my website for details to get in contact with me. If you yourself would like to commission something on a playmat. What time is it? Okay, I have just enough time, I think, to get my... All right, guys. Like I said, Eddie, I think I'm going to jump into that chat, but I'll do it while I'm driving, so I can say hey. Although I have heard some of your voices now, so I do know. I have to go the other way. God, I swear, man. One of these days, you know when you have like your head's robbing and pounding, and you just start doing stuff, and it's not really with reason or right. That's what I'm doing right now. I keep doing stuff, and I'm not thinking about it. I haven't had a migraine this bad for it's almost been a year now, because it's going to sound bad when I say this. It's because I quit the job I was working. I used to get migraines like this because of where I worked. It was super stressful, and I wanted to kill everyone because they worked us to death. It was so bad. And I didn't get a migraine for a while, and now all of a sudden I got a migraine again. But that may have something to do with this week in particular. For me, is going to be a very, very, very stressful week. So it's a lot of projects and a lot of things that I have to not get completely done, but I have to make some big progress on them, on top of just a lot of family stuff too. Because of course, as I've described on this channel a couple of times, everyone in my family decided to have birthdays around the same time. We have everyone has a birthday pretty much now. So it's crazy. So it's between the birthdays and work and all this other stuff. And again, guys, another thing I was going to say, we talked about this company. I actually really like the way they do their playmat holders. This is from the same company that made this deck box. I actually really like these because they make it doesn't roll. It's not just a tube. It actually sits on the table, because I don't know how many people when we are at the game store, they'll have plastic for their mat and it'll just roll all over the place. And I like that they think about design and think about function. I like companies that think that way, and also companies that have that modular sense to them too. All right, guys. And maybe we'll do a YouTube live video, because I am going to be taking some cards to get graded, which is part of where I'm going to now to get some other stuff, because I have to get some birthday gifts for my little one, which she has now taken the Pokemon train, so I got to get her a couple of cards for her birthday. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you all very, very soon. It's a very rambling video. Thanks for being here, guys. All right, take care, everybody. And again, you want to see more card content, you gotta go to YouTube and make sure you subscribe. Okay, guys. And I'll start putting on schedules for that. I don't know how to do that in YouTube, but I will figure it out. It's gonna be a whole new frontier, but it seemed to work pretty well today. So we'll see how it goes. All right, take care, everybody.